Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego. And today we're going to continue to talk about Pretty Woman. That's right, Pretty Woman, that piece of shit rom-com that you all love so much from 1990. Yeah, Julia Roberts and Richard Gere, Hector Elizondo, Jason Alexander. Yeah, you know, even, what's his name? Ralph Bellamy is in the goddamn movie too, all right? Now, I am Diego. Now, what I do here is I review your favorite chick flicks and I destroy them. Okay, and this one's a prime example. This is like one of the Mount Everests of fucking chick flicks. Okay, the effect that this movie had on women's psyche, on their psyche, is fucking obscene. Okay, it's disgusting. Okay, the only reason most men, straight men, did not complain about this movie is because they didn't fucking watch it. Because they have no desire to watch this piece of shit. Okay, even me, I didn't watch this movie when it came out. I heard about it. A lot of girls I dated, you know, a lot of middle-aged women that I knew told me about this movie, how great it was. And when I finally did get around to watching it, I was like, this is stupid. This is a fucking fairy tale. It's not even real. Like, this cannot possibly happen in real life, you know. But, you know, y'all liked it. It put Julia Roberts on the map, that's for sure. It gave her a career. So I guess it must have had some effect. Someone must have liked it. Okay, it wasn't fucking straight guys that were watching this fucking movie, that's for sure. Okay, I was watching good movies that year. I was watching Dick Tracy and Predator 2 and shit like that, and Die Hard 2, yeah. That's what I was watching that year. This piece of shit came out. But unfortunately, it got stuck into the cultural zeitgeist of society, American society at the time. And Molly Ringwald, of course, forever regrets the fact that she turned this role down, and it went to Julia Roberts instead. Okay, so yes, this movie had quite an impact on women all over America and probably the world too. All right, but it's bullshit. It's bullshit, and that's what I do here. I'm going to call out your bullshit. All right. Now, not every single chick flick that I have watched was crappy. Okay, a lot of them I've watched are actually pretty damn good. You know. What do you call it? Thelma and Louise was better than I thought it would be. Honestly, I'd never seen it before, you know, but after I watched it, I gave it a review. You know, I reviewed it on here, and it ended up being better than I thought. It wasn't great, but it wasn't a horrible piece of shit. Like this movie is. And this movie's not 100% bad. I've seen a lot worse movies than this, okay? It's just, you know, despite the great acting, despite the talented cast, despite the locations and all that stuff, okay, you can't get past, a great acting cannot save you from a bad script, okay? It can't, okay? Great scenery, great direction cannot save you from a bad script. If the script sucks, the movie's gonna suck. No matter how great the actors are, no matter how beautiful the costumes are, the locations, the scenery, you know, if the script sucks, it's not gonna work. Okay, everything depends on how good the script is first, and then you go into the other levels of the movie. And this movie, the script is just bullshit. It's written by some gay guy. I don't even fucking remember his name. He wrote Under Siege, the Steven Seagal action movie, part 1 and part 2. Okay, which were not bad movies. I liked them. I was in the military. Obviously, I was in the military. Okay, I like those movies. Okay, but this guy's not a rom-com writer. Okay, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's like some fucking gay guy who thinks that this is like what's realistic. These are realistic expectations for a woman. Now you can make the argument, well, it's a fantasy movie. It's not supposed to be real, Diego. So what the fuck? It was never meant to be real. Yeah, but it is meant to be real because it takes place in a real world. Okay, it's supposed to take place in the world that we live in. Okay, and it doesn't. This is lollipop land. Okay. You know, a lot of the best movies are fake. Obviously, all the movies are fake, okay? But like Avengers Endgame, that's fake as shit, okay? But it's exciting, but I knew it was fake. And I knew that shit ain't gonna happen to me when I walk out the theater. A lot of women seem to think that this Prince Charming bullshit is gonna happen in real life. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Our main protagonist, Vivian Ward, is a fucking street hooker, okay? She's a fucking street hooker, okay? She sucks cock for a living, okay? She does it up the ass. Yeah, she even said in the earlier, I do anything except kiss. Kissing is disgusting, but everything else, fuck yeah. You can fill her out like a fucking application. You ride the train on her, it doesn't fucking matter. You know, just pay her. Yeah, exactly. Okay? So this isn't the kind of leading lady that you want. This is the kind of woman that you want to root for. You know? Fuck all that bullshit, man. No, that's the kind of guy. You think a high value man like him, like Ed Lewis, you know, some fucking billionaire, good looking, you know, smart, witty, sassy, you know, great in bed, you know, no kids, straight. You think a guy like that is gonna fucking fall in love with a street hooker? Are you out of your fucking mind? But we're supposed to believe it. We're supposed to go with it. Oh, you see how he fell in love with her because of her personality. That's what won him over. Bull fucking shit. There were no other women in this movie except for fucking Julia Roberts, okay? Get the fuck out of here. Your personality is not gonna win over a goddamn thing. Okay, it's not gonna win over a guy. Not a guy like this. Guy doesn't get two fucking shits about your personality. Okay, he doesn't. You be you, okay? But ultimately, dude, he's the one fucking he's the fucking meal ticket here. Okay, not her. Okay, there's a lot fucking more of hers than there is of him's. Okay, he's a lot more valuable, okay, than she is. Okay, so don't give me this bullshit. He's falling in love with her. Bull fucking shit. He's not. Like I said, this movie's written by a gay guy. There's some fucking wish fulfillment fantasy bullshit here. You ever watch those movies where like the skinny short guy, you know, with no fucking social skills gets the super hot girl at the end of the, you know, the one that all the guys, all the jocks want? Okay, you know those movies? Okay, that's bullshit too. That's what this is. That's exactly what this is. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. Don't fucking try to sell me this piece of shit and tell me it's a fucking rom-com. This is science fiction. Anyway, so I'm gonna give you a straight man's point of view, whether you like it or not. Okay, I do not censor myself here, so if you're easily offended, get the fuck out right now. I've already reviewed every single goddamn episode of Sex and the City. I already did that, and I did the movies, and I even did that new piece of shit show, and just like crap. And I'm gonna do the new episodes when they come out. Okay, so I've already been through this area here. Okay, I know what I'm talking about, and I have seen Pretty Woman before. Okay, so I'm gonna give you exactly what I think about this piece of shit fucking movie. Okay, the real question is can you handle it? Can you handle a straight man's point of view? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Honestly, I don't. We'll see though, okay? All right, so here, where we left off, this is part 13. This is part 13 of my review. Yeah, 13 chow already. I'm only like halfway into it. Yeah, I'm gonna as many videos as it takes. As many videos as it takes. Okay, to debunk, to destroy this piece of shit movie. That's what I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you straight man's point. I'm gonna tell you what your fucking dad didn't tell you, your boyfriend didn't tell you, your husband sure is fucking gonna tell you. I'm gonna fucking tell you here. Straight man's point of view, straight up, baby. No lube. No lube. Not here. All right, so here we go. Now, where we left off last time, they decide to go, Ed Lewis decides to take fucking the most beautiful woman in the whole fucking world, Morgan Fairchild, yeah, Julia Roberts, whatever, to take Vivian to San Francisco in his private jet. They're gonna go see La Traviata, which is an opera that they did in Sex and the City also, okay, to go see that. And he explains to her the opera, which means he's really explaining himself. If she likes the opera, that means that she can love him. If she does not like the opera, that means that she's not capable of loving him. Okay, it's basically what's going on here. So they fly back to his hotel room in Beverly Hills, okay, at the Beverly Wilshire, the 5-star hotel. Okay, he's got the penthouse suite, even though he's afraid of heights because it's the best. Yeah, they're playing chess and she convinces him to take a day off. Now, he's in the middle of a corporate takeover. He's trying to take over a company owned by Mr. David Morse, or James Morse. He's an old man. Ralph Bellamy plays him. You remember him. He's one of the scumbag fucking Wall Street guys in trading places, the old man. Okay, anyway, he's there. Okay, and Richard Gere, Ed Lewis, is trying to take over his company. Okay, he bought out all the stocks. He bought out all the shares, and he's going to buy him out, basically. Okay, and he doesn't want to give up his company. He's trying to fight back. So there's kind of a crisis. That's the reason he's in town. He's from New York, Ed Lewis, but he's in town. He's in LA to do this deal, to take over this business, split it apart, and sell it off for more than what he spent, on it. Okay, he's a corporate raider, basically. He's like a Gordon Gekko from Wall Street. All right, so that's what they're in the middle of trying to do, but the guy's fighting back. Okay, so there's a lot of drama going on. They had to bribe a senator to keep their contracts, his business contracts and appropriations. So all this crazy shit's going on. All right, and he decides to take the day off in the middle of all this. Okay, because he's got his hooker wants him to. The hooker, he paid her services for a week. Okay, and he's paying her $3,000, but he's already bought her at least fucking 50 grand, 50 grand worth of clothes already. On top of the $3,000 he's gonna give her when she's done. Okay, and then of course she was also wearing a $250,000 fucking necklace at the opera the night before. Okay, and obviously he's not gonna give that to her. But if she lost it or if she stole it from him, yeah, he could definitely fucking afford to pay for it. Oh yeah. This guy's fucking money's nothing to him. The only thing he cares about is that this fucking AIDS-infested, herpes-infested, syphilis-infested street hooker falls in love with him. That's what's really important here. Fuck everything else, But what's really important here is that he learns how to fucking walk barefoot in the grass, okay, instead of fucking taking care of business, which is what he's in town for, okay? Because a guy like this, he's fucking Bruce Wayne. Okay, without the Batman costume. He's fucking Christian Grey without the red room and the whips. All right, this is some fucking bullshit, but they expect you just to go with it, okay? So, of course, Vivian's the girl he's gonna fall in love with. Why? Because she's got attitude. She knows how to shop. She's got moxie. Get the fuck out. You know what else she's got? She's got fucking AIDS. Okay, that's what else she's got. All right, but the movie ain't gonna go there, and it sure as fuck not gonna give you any attractive women that are not fucking prostitutes to maybe compete with Vivian for the affections of Ed Lewis. You're not gonna get that either, okay? Because that would take away from Vivian, and you have to sympathize with Vivian. She's the main character. She's the one that's gonna win him over because she's just got the moxie, right? Get the fuck out of here, okay? A guy like Ed Lewis not give two fucking shits about what this woman is or what she does for a living. All he cares about, does she fucking look good and does she do what I fucking say? Okay, that's it. He doesn't give two fucking shits what a street hooker thinks about himself or his business or anything like that. And that's a realistic point of view. This movie ain't gonna give you that. This guy's a fucking mama's boy. Ed Lewis is a fucking mama's boy with daddy issues, okay? He's just looking for some woman to really love him. Oh. I've got everything except true love. This is fucking bullshit. This is the reverse rom-com. This is where the guy is the 10 and the girl is the one who's got to, the average girl is the one who's got to win over the fucking 10 in this fucking movie. And you expect that because she's got some fucking sort of attitude and she knows how to fucking tell him off and push him away so that he can pull her back. Since she knows how to do that, this is gonna fucking win him over. Bull fucking shit. That shit does actually win over your partner, but it wins over women. It doesn't work on fucking girls. It works on guys. Okay, I know. Okay, most guys out there know this, all right? And ladies, you know this too, because your boyfriends have done this to you, okay? It doesn't work on women. It works on guys, all right? For guys, it works, not for women. For women, use other things to get our attention, to get us hooked, okay? Not this. All right, anyway, so moving right along, so they come back from their trip to San Francisco. She convinces him to take the day off. So he decides to take the day. I mean, he owns the company, right? So he decides to take the day off. All right. And they spend the whole day walking around a park in LA. Like, who gives a shit? They're just walking around the park. She's wearing the expensive clothes that he bought her, that he paid for. Now, Julia Roberts is 22 when she made this movie, but because of the clothes that she's wearing, she looks like she's 35. She looks a lot older than her character is supposed to be, than she is in real life, all right? So she looks closer to his age. He's 40 years old. We don't know how old Ed Lewis is, but Richard Gere was 40 years old when he filmed this movie, all right? So they spend the day walking together in LA at some park, okay? She talks about a snap dog, wherever the fuck that is, and about copping a squat. Cop a squat, what is that? You mean you take a shit in the fucking park? You just sit down and take a shit? Is that what copping a squat is? I don't fucking know. But apparently that's what she's used to, okay? So they do some barefoot picnic where they take off their shoes and they walk around the park barefoot, even though he's wearing his suit and tie and shit. They walk around the park barefoot. I guess that's sexy somehow. I don't know how. To me, that's just fucking bugs and dog shit getting in between your toes. But oh well. Okay, I guess it's supposed to be fucking romantic. Okay, and they're under a tree. Yeah, very original, right? And they're under a tree while he's on his cell phone. Yeah, and they had the big fucking car battery cell phones back then. He's on it trying to do business. She fucking takes the cell phone away from him. Okay, because they're supposed to be enjoying the day and not paying attention to the fucking $1 billion deal that he came in town for that he might not get. No, he can't pay attention to that. He's got to pay attention to her. That's the important thing here, right? Because she's the hooker. All right. So barefoot picnic under the tree while he's on his cell phone. She takes the cell phone away from him, okay? And then, of course, he sits there. He lays down under the tree, under some fucking blanket or some shit, and he reads Shakespeare to her. I'm pretty sure that's his fucking dream. That's what he thinks is romantic, is to read fucking Shakespeare. When what the fuck you think this is, dude? The Age of Enlightenment? You think this is the fucking 1300s? This shit gonna turn on a woman by reading her fucking Shakespeare? It don't fucking work. Okay, you know who gets turned on by Shakespeare? Okay, fucking 50-year-old fucking English literature professors, okay, that are lesbians. Okay, they get turned on. They get all wet listening to fucking Shakespeare. Okay, your average ordinary woman does not even in 1989, which is when they filmed this movie. That doesn't fucking turn them on. Okay, it's fun to watch. It doesn't exactly get you wet. Okay, Shakespeare doesn't fucking do it. You want to get her fucking wet. You want to turn her on. Start fucking kissing her neck. Okay, that'll fucking turn her on. Reading Shakespeare does not. It's fucking stupid. It's beta male behavior. Okay, nobody believes in this fucking shit. It didn't work today. It sure as fuck didn't work back then either. Anyway, oh my god, what this guy went to the fucking mom school of romance? Get the fuck out of here. All right, let's just read her T.S. Eliot while you're at it. Okay, fucking Edgar Allan Poe. All right, so anyway, so they're barefoot there. He's reading Shakespeare because I'm sure that's what he likes to do. Okay, and they end up having some animated conversation. We don't know what they're saying. We see it from across the street point of view. They're at some greasy spoon, some little shithole diner, and he's sitting there drinking coffee, and she's sitting there doing something, waving her hands around the air like she's explaining something. Like, what is so exciting that a fucking 22-year-old prostitute from fucking butt-fucked Minnesota can exasperate him and get him all excited about? Okay, what the fuck could it be? Nothing. It's nothing. Okay, that's why we don't hear what they're saying, because she's got nothing to say. She's got to do this and move her lips at the same time, so you can think that she's saying something important and exciting. Okay, there's nothing exciting about Vivian Ward. She fucking sucks cock for a living. That's exciting. Ask her the different sizes of the cocks and the different colors of the cocks that she has fucking sucked. Okay, and what her technique is. That's really the most exciting thing that she can tell you. That would be realistic in this situation. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that's what he's telling them. And he's just like, You can tell that he's fallen in love while she's talking about the big cocks that she fucking sucks before she met him, right? And that she will once he leaves and goes back to New York. Yeah, I'm sure that turned him on incredibly. All right. So that's going on here, okay? On her shoulder in the cab. They're in a cab later on, okay? And she lays her head on his shoulder in the cab. Oh, how romantic. You know why she's laying her head on your shoulder? Okay, because she's trying to fucking get you. That's why, okay? She wants this $3 grand you're gonna pay her. She wants that $3 grand to keep coming every fucking week. All right? And this is how she's gonna do it, okay? You're the mark. Okay, this guy's she's a fucking gold digger. Of course she is. All prostitutes are gold diggers to some extent. Okay, you're her meal ticket and she ain't gonna fucking let you go. Okay, so the whole idea that by her pushing him away is gonna make him want her more and chase after her is fucking bullshit. If she pushed him away realistically, a guy like this would fucking let her go. You're okay, fine, here's your money, get the fuck out. I'll get a better looking girl that's, for cheaper, that is gonna do everything I want. Okay, that's what would happen realistically, but this movie ain't gonna go there. You know why? Because it's written by a fucking gay guy, that's why. It's the truth. Now, there are some millionaires out there that this shit does work on, but the guys that it works on are guys that are like in their fucking 60s and 70s. I'm thinking William Randolph Hearst. He had a woman like that was not his wife, that was a good fucking 30 years younger than him, and she did that. She fucked around on him too, but, she was basically there whenever he wanted her to be there because he was paying her. He was paying for her lifestyle, okay? So, and he was a fucking almost a billionaire, and this is like back in the 1920s. Okay, the Hearst Empire. He owned all the fucking newspapers in America. All right, he had a girl like that. He had a kept woman, and a mistress that he fucking had on his payroll. Okay, but that's why he did it. Okay, it was because she was loyal to him. Yeah, she fucked other guys behind his back. She fucked Charlie Chaplin behind his back, and I think he probably killed somebody by accident too at some party in 1929. But the point is that she did whatever he wanted him to because she wanted to keep the checks coming. She wanted to keep that lifestyle coming. Okay, this girl is not doing it. But he was, William Randolph Hearst was like in his fucking 60s, late 60s at this time. So of course he was going to do whatever he wanted to. He just wanted to fucking keep her in his life for what little of his life he had left. Okay, he was an old man. He was a tired old man. And here's this fucking 20-year-old who's giving him blowjobs and fucking him whenever he can get it up, and she's pretty to boot. Okay, a lot of guys want to be with her. Okay, so of course, yeah, he's going to keep doing that. That's because he's not in a situation where he can get a lot of girls without his money. Okay, this guy, Richard Gere's character, can get a lot of girls. He doesn't have to flaunt his money to do it. I mean, it helps. But he could pick up a girl at a bar and the better looking than Vivian and take her home. Okay, he didn't have to need his money to do that, but it does help. The fact that he does have money means he's got a lot more options available to him. Okay, and he's got a lot of years in front of him. Okay, so he can afford to fucking go through women before he decides, okay, that's it, I can't do this anymore. Let me just find one hot one and I'm just gonna pay for her for the rest of my life. No, he's got options. Okay, Vivian doesn't have as many options. Not with of his pedigree. Okay, yeah, she can get some fucking some guy that works at McDonald's to give her $20 for a quick fuck on Hollywood Boulevard, but she can't get a fucking billionaire to do it. Okay, the guys like Ed Lewis do not come every fucking night. All right, so she's got to hold on to her meal ticket. Okay, she needs him more than he needs her, is what I'm trying to say. All right, so that's going on here. Vivian gets ready to have sex with him later that night in the hotel room, in the suite, but he's asleep. Which is weird, because what they're pointing out here in this scene is that he has trouble sleeping. He doesn't really sleep that much. He gets the bare minimum, maybe 3 or 4 hours a night, and that's it. He doesn't fucking sleep. His mind is always active. He's always up and about. He's always drinking his coffee. He's always thinking, talking on his phone, going over his paperwork, on his calculator, whatever he's doing. He's always thinking about something, doing something, okay? He doesn't sleep very much. That's just not who he is, okay? But here he is. He had a whole day doing fucking nothing but what she wanted to do, okay? And now he's tired, so he fell asleep on her. So she's not used to him sleeping, so she thought that was kind of weird, that he's actually asleep. He's actually drained. Okay, this stuns her, and she plants 2 kisses on him while he's out. Okay, Yes, this is sexual assault today, but it's a rom-com, so go. It's okay when women do it. It's not okay when a guy does it. Sleeping Beauty, no, that guy needs to be arrested for sexual assault. But if a girl does it to a guy while he's asleep, it's okay. Okay, that's called liberating. That's called guys, you can't handle a woman being in charge of her own sexuality for a change. That's what it's called, all right? That's what's going on here, okay? So anyway, so he's asleep, and she plants 2 kisses on him. Now, earlier in the movie, she told him that you can do anything to her. And when you buy her for her services, you can do anything. You can fuck her in the ass, you can fuck her in the ear, stick a fucking Coke bottle in her pussy, whatever the fuck you want. There's only one thing that she draws the line, okay? And that is kissing. She does not kiss. Okay, that's too intimate. That's too personal. She does not kiss her johns. She'll do it. She'll suck your cock. She'll eat out your asshole. She will not kiss you because that's disgusting and gross. You see the difference? All right. But she does kiss him. So she breaks her own rule. She kisses him. Okay, on his fingers, and his lips. Okay, so then he wakes up, of course, and they kiss for real. Now they're really making out, which is something she says she does not do with her johns. She doesn't kiss them. So the fact that she's kissing him means something. This guy means more to her than just a fucking trick. Of course, you know what she means to him? It's a fucking meal ticket. That's what he means to her. Okay, a fucking meal ticket. Okay, she's gonna get fucking paid. She's on Easy Street now. She doesn't have to work anymore. Okay, she got a billionaire to fucking to keep her kept. Okay, into a lifestyle that she's not accustomed to, a much better lifestyle than what she had in fucking Jerkwater, Minnesota. All right, so back when she was fucking everybody at the fucking shop class in high school. All right. So she broke the rule here, and they have sex again. Okay, but apparently it's supposed to mean something now because we actually see it. We don't see penetration, obviously, but we see the cuddling, the naked cuddling, the body doubles, all that kind of fucking shit from the back. So they have sex. They don't fuck. They have sex. They make love. They make love. Yeah, that kind of bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. You think fucking a hooker making love? Are you out of your fucking mind? All right. So later they're spooning. Okay. So he's behind her. Okay. He's got his arm around her. He's asleep. Of course he is. He busted a nut. She's awake and she's staring at the wall. I don't fucking know. She's awake and he's got his arm around her. He's asleep. She's awake and she whispers, "I love you." Then she closes her eyes. Okay. He's silent. He didn't say nothing, so he probably didn't hear it. Because, I wouldn't have heard it either. I would have gone to sleep too. All right. So the next day in the morning, she realizes that she told him, "I love you." Well, of course you love him. He's fucking rich as fuck. He can take you to fucking La Travazia in San Francisco on his private fucking jet. He can let you wear a $250,000 fucking diamond and ruby necklace. He can buy you 50 grand worth of fucking expensive dresses in fucking designer stores that you could never afford on your own. He can let you use his credit card to buy all sorts of fucking shit. Okay, let you stay in a fucking penthouse, Beverly Hills, Wilshire, posh 5-star hotel. Okay, he takes you to expensive fucking restaurants where they serve escargot. You don't know what the fuck that is. Okay, yeah, of course you love him. I'd love him too if I was you. Okay, Jesus, every woman in the world would love him if they were you. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, in the morning, he's eating breakfast. And this is their last day together, okay? This is what he paid for. He paid for a week's services. This is the last day. And she's kind of nervous because of what she said, but she's also worried about, will she see him again? Is now that the gig is up, is he going to go back to New York and she's never going to see him again? Okay, now we're supposed to make to think that she's worried about this because she has feelings for him now. She's in love with him now, and she doesn't want to lose the man that she's in love with. Bull fucking shit. She don't want to lose the fucking steady income. That's what she doesn't want to fucking lose. But we're supposed to believe that thought never crossed her mind. That all she cares about is whether or not this guy has the same romantic feelings for her that she has for him. Get the fuck out of here with this crap. All right, it's like, I want to see you again. So that's good news, right? That's good news. I want to see you again. I've arranged for you to have an apartment, a car, and a wide variety of stores that will suck up to you. Anytime you want to go shopping, it's all done. So basically, he pulled a Howard Hughes. Now, for those of you who don't know, Howard Hughes, you've probably seen that movie, The Aviator. Leo DiCaprio played it. Howard Hughes was a big aviation engineer, very rich. He was born wealthy. Okay, his family was in oil. They had lots of oil in Texas. Okay, he took his money from that and he decided to start to go into Hollywood, and he built his own fucking movie studio, RKO Pictures. Okay, so he was basically the only non-Jewish head of a movie studio in Beverly Hills in Hollywood. Okay, and part of his MO is whenever he saw a girl that he liked, he would offer them a contract. If he was a billionaire, so if he really liked her and she already had a contract with a rival studio like MGM or Warner Brothers, he would buy off her contract and bring him to RKO. Now, he didn't necessarily put them in movies, but if you were a contracted girl for RKO Studios, he would set you up. He would set you up with a bungalow somewhere in Beverly Hills. He did this to lots of women. Okay, he would hire, and of course he would fuck you there. Okay, on certain days of the week, he had a secretary that arranged. On Thursday, you go to this place and you fuck her there. On Wednesday, you go to this place and you fuck her there. So he had it all set up. He had a system all set up. But his MO was he would get a hot girl, he would put her in a bungalow, and every time it was her turn of the week. For him to show us, she had better fucking be there too. He would go there, he'd fuck her, take her out, whatever. Okay, and then he'd go off and see the next girl. Okay, and they didn't have to pay any rent. They didn't have to pay for clothes or nothing. They all had expense accounts, or limited expense accounts. But he kept them all over Hollywood. They did not know about each other. Okay, but he had them scattered all over fucking Beverly Hills. All right, and he had people that worked for him that were in charge. He had private investigators that worked for him. Their job was to spy on these girls when he wasn't around to see if they were fucking anybody else. Yeah. And if his investigators reported to him that the girl, that your Thursday girl, I saw her fucking Rock Hudson the other day. Well, not Rock, maybe not Rock Hudson, okay, but I saw them fucking Jack Lemmon the other day. Then he would fucking cut her off. She'd be evicted from the bungalow. He would cancel her contract, and she'd be out on the fucking street. Okay, that was his typical MO. Okay, so when he did this to you, you belonged to him. Only he was the only one allowed to fuck you. Okay, that's how it worked in Hollywood. Okay, very few women, beautiful young women that worked at RKO did not fuck Howard. He pretty much fucked all of them. All right, Katharine Hepburn, well, she loved him. Okay, but Ava Gardner, fucking Jean Harlow, he fucked them all. He was one of those guys. I mean, he was a fucking billionaire, for Christ's sake. And he was an engineer. He was an aviation engineer. Okay, and he was also kind of fucked up in the head. He's schizophrenic and all that kind of shit. That happened later on. But when he was a young man in his early 30s, late 20s, yeah, he was fucking all sorts of girls in Hollywood. All right, and they all belonged to him. This was his MO. He kept. So whenever he was in town, you better fucking be there to fuck him. Okay, or else he's gonna cut you off. Okay, so basically that was his standard MO, and he fucked a lot of women. Howard Hughes had pretty much every hot girl in Lana Turner, fucking even fucking what's her name, the mom from the Munsters. He had her too. I forgot her name right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Yvonne DiCarlo. He had everybody. Okay, he was fucking everybody in Hollywood. Okay, what's her name? Oh my God! Of course, Marilyn Monroe. Betty Davis, although Betty Davis did say about Howard Hughes, he said, Howard Hughes, he was not. Betty Davis did say that about him. But he had Joan Crawford, he had everybody, okay? He had all the hot women, okay? And Hollywood fucked Howard Hughes, okay? So, but that was his MO, that's why I'm bringing it up, because he basically gave her the same deal that Howard Hughes gave all of his women. Basically, you fuck me whenever I feel like it. I'll put you in an apartment. I'll put you in a nice bungalow. You won't have to worry for anything. Your bills are all paid. But you better fucking be loyal to me, okay? Well, good for him. Good for Ed Lewis to do that. All right. This is what I said earlier. A guy like this is more realistic. A guy like him would do this. If he really liked this girl a lot, I'm not saying he loved her. He would never love a girl like this. But if he liked talking to her, he liked having sex with her. She was fun to be around. While he's got some downtime. Yeah, he would probably. That is realistic that he would do this. He would set her up in a nice apartment in L.A. Give her a car, put her on a payroll or something, a consultant or some bullshit job like that. So she wouldn't have to worry about anything, and he would hire somebody to watch her too, to make sure she doesn't fuck other guys or keeps hooking. That way, whenever he comes into town, he can have this piece of ass with her, and as long as she keeps providing for him what he wants, he's going to keep providing for her with her lifestyle, So yeah, that is realistic. But of course, Julia Roberts, Vivian Ward's not going to go for that. That makes her feel like a slut. That makes her feel like a whore. Okay, so sucking all the cock on Hollywood Boulevard, that does not make her feel like a slut or a whore. But him offering her a free place to live in a nice fucking apartment, a free car, a free credit card where she can shop her ass off, that makes her feel like a whore. Okay, that makes sense, doesn't it? Okay. Anyway, hey, you know what? Let me tell you something, bitch. Okay, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Do not look a gift horse in the mouth. All right. If I were you, I would have taken the deal. Okay. So that's going on here, okay. And he tells her all this stuff, and Vivian says, well, what else? Leave money by the bed whenever you pass by into town? Just leave the money here every time you come see me? How would it be? He's like, well, for one thing, it'll get you off the streets, which is, he's got a point there. Yeah, it would. And Vivian's like, well, that's just geography. So she's not fucking happy. Okay, she basically won the fucking lottery and she's complaining. She's complaining. She wants more. Fuck you. You don't deserve more. You don't fucking deserve more. You've done nothing to deserve more. Okay? This is what this guy's willing to do for you. Okay? And rather than just take it, you want, I want more. I want more. I'm worth it. No, you're not worth fucking goddamn shit. Okay, you're lucky you even got this guy. If a guy that worked at Taco Bell, okay, fell in love with you and offered you this shit, you would be lucky to fucking accept it, to receive it, okay? So don't give me this bullshit that you're worth it. Okay, you're not worth it, okay? You're not fucking worth it. Okay? Just, now you want to be treated, so he tells her this, that's just geography. So now she wants to be treated like a good girl, right? Now she wants to be treated like a respectable woman, right? Okay, now you have principles. Okay, so now you're the moral one. Now you're the one that's not gonna put up with bullshit. Okay, all because you didn't want to be back home embarrassed. Okay, so because you did not want to go back home to fucking Jerkwater, Minnesota, with your tail between your legs to apologize to your parents for running away with some fucking asshole that stranded you in LA, rather than go back there and face that humiliation, you'd rather go on a fucking Hollywood Boulevard and suck as much cock as you could, right? You would rather do that, okay? Because you didn't want to be embarrassed, okay? Well, let me ask you something now, Vivian. How the fuck are you gonna get back home now? What are you gonna tell the folks back at home now about your lifestyle in LA, huh? You gonna tell them the truth? No, of course you're not. Of course you're not. Of course not. All right. So Vivian walks out to the balcony because she's offended and pissed off. Ed stops right on the doorway, doesn't go all the way to the balcony because remember, he's afraid of heights. That's a metaphor. He's afraid to commit to her. He's afraid to open up his heart to her. Get it? All right. So Ed's like, Vivian, what do you want? And she says, I don't know. Of course you don't. You're a typical woman. You don't know what the fuck you want. I know what you want. You're not fooling me. You want the fucking money. You want the fucking security of being with a guy like this. That's what you want. She tells her this little girl story about this fantasy she had when she was a little girl. Her grandma would get mad at her and lock her in the fucking attic. And she would dream about that she was a princess that was trapped in a tower. And some knight came by and saved her. And Vivian says, the knight will climb up the rope to save me. But the knight never told me, baby, I'll put you up in a great condo. And then the phone rings, of course, he goes to, Ed goes to pick it up. It's Philip Stuckey, Jason Alexander, telling him that James Morse is going to fold. That's the guy whose company they're going to take over. They want to have an emergency meeting right now. So he has to go. He has to go settle this thing right now. Okay, and Ed tells her, he's like, I need you to understand something, Vivian. This is all I am capable of right now. It's a big step for me. And I've never, ever treated you like a prostitute. Then he walks away and she's like, you just did. Wow, he treated you like a prostitute. Well, that's because you are a prostitute. You are a prostitute, okay? All right. I'm going to stop right here of part 13 of my review of Pretty Woman. I'll be back shortly with part 14. Thank you for watching this long, and I will see you soon on the next one. Bye.